Hey, everybody. Let's see who's out there. What do we got today? Hello, Jan. How are you doing today? Hey, John Haig. How you doing, buddy? Looks we got nearly 20 people already. Andy Davidson, welcome. Antonio Andronica? Andronico? Hey, if I mispronounce it, I'm sorry. Antonio, welcome. Today's Sunday, so gotta go back to work tomorrow, so that's a bummer, but hey, isn't life sometimes? Everybody's got to work. At least I think everybody has to work. Today on the corner is going to be some follow-up stuff and a little more chat about the practical effects that we want to add to the Eagle Obsession. I've got another next Sunday. We're going to be having Jeffrey stop in, and I'm looking to get the word out so people know what's going on. It's kind of a cool little story. You know, we're talking about the Eagle Obsession documentary being finished up in January, and then we're going to pre-screen it at Wonderfest this year. So it's going to be a fan screening only. So if you come to Wonderfest, you'll be able to see the very first screening of the Eagle Obsession. Depending on how many people we can get there, we may maybe see if we can rent a theater so we can all go watch it at one time. Wonderfest has some really sizable, what do you call them, theater rooms. But if there's 100 people, I think we'd like to all go sit in a theater somewhere. Well, that's why I do the 2:00, so we can try and catch everybody that's still awake. I know a lot of people in the UK. They're probably a couple hours from going to bed. Looks like Jan's ready soon. I don't know the exact length of the documentary yet because it's in the edit in film production right now. I would say between an hour and a half and 2 hours. So we'll know that more towards December, early January. 8 p.m. So I guess we'll is there anything you guys want to know? I mean, what we're trying to do is, as far as the practical effects, we want to get somebody like Bill George to supervise it, and we're going to, basically build a set just like Brian and his crew did. and we're going to, depending on what we can do, everything costs money. There's no way to get around that. So we're probably looking at doing a Kickstarter, calling it the let's see, Practical Effects Kickstarter, just to do that part. So we can do, depending on how much money we can get donated, which is donated one of those words, but anyway, how much money we can raise is the more we can do with the practical effects, like doing a lift off from the landing pad, flying across the lunar surface or out of orbit, or however we can do it. That's one thing, and maybe landing it. So that would be a takeoff, fly out wherever, come back, land. Whether we want to do, the Eagle blowing up, kind of like in that spin in the beginning of the credits and everything for the intro, that would be kind of cool. Or a crash landing or whatever. We've got to build these models, and we've got to build the sets. So setting up a rig for it to fly. There's all kinds of stuff we can do. Well, we don't necessarily need a big model. I believe it can be done with some, like the 22-inch Eagle and a 14-inch Eagle, or a couple of each, probably. No, we're not going to blow your Eagle up, Jan. Hello, Marcel. Hi, Peter. Ray Thomas. I still need to email you, Ray, and I'll do that probably tomorrow morning when I'm at my actual computer. This is my laptop. It's not as easy to do what I want to do. And it's new to me because I'm used to using a MacBook Pro, but it got stolen, and this is what they gave me in return, was a ThinkPad. Not even close to what I had invested in my own personal laptop. But anyway, I'll be talking to you soon, Ray. As far as the practical effects, like, we just need to see what you guys think and what everybody's interested in. If nobody's interested in it, or if there's not enough people interested in it, I mean, the backers for this obsession, this Eagle Obsession documentary, they've not been very kind. They have all kinds of demands, and it's just Hollywood. It's just the way it rolls. So a lot of this stuff has been done by some donations and out of pocket. Jeffrey's putting a lot of his own money into the project. So the reason is because the Eagle Obsession is what we want to do, not what Hollywood wants to do. And they say they're willing to back us, and then they say, well, we want more real space in the documentary, which we have a little bit. I mean, yeah, you got to have real space, because that's where everybody got the ideas for these sci-fi shows. But yeah, so that's kind of where the other film is going to spin off to be, so we can do some of the things they want out of that. But the Eagle Obsession's totally Jeffrey's idea, totally what we, the fans and everything, want. So we're going to make it happen. Yes, it's definitely a niche subject. But so in order to get that done, we've poured money into it, and it is what it is. It's going to get done. So you guys can bank on it. all the filming is done except for maybe this stuff that we're talking about right now. But we have to pay, the people to build the models and set the rigs up, Bill George, and we'd like to get Brian in on it. I'll be talking with him soon. So anyway, we're gonna have to do a Kickstarter, and we haven't been able to chat between us, John and Gordon and Jeffrey and Roy and all those guys. We haven't really had enough time to plan it out. So that's why I'm here today, just to kind of keep this thing in everybody's mind. So when we come on next week, that everybody's up to date and we can talk about how much it's going to cost to do this and that, So that's basically what we're looking at. Yeah, it does, doesn't it? That's the curtain behind. I keep all my stash. It's got a little bit of everything, books and all that stuff. My actual office is I'm remodeling it. Not remodeling, but I'm redoing it all. So everything, boxes and everything are laying on the floor, and I can't even get to my desk hardly. But anyway, so what's you guys' thoughts on Kickstarter? There'll definitely be some rewards, like the Blu-ray, the John Eads Eagle poster that he developed, some other things, caps and mugs, and depending on what you donate is what you'll get as far as your reward, just like it was last time. The only thing with last time is we decided they told us they were going to back us, so I think this one will definitely go through. It's not going to be anything crazy, but we will have to do a Kickstarter of some sort. So like I said, the film's on track for January 2025 to be completed. Wonderfest fan screening, and then it'll be at the film festival in New York shortly after Wonderfest. This will all happen in June. So after that, who knows where it's going. But if we do this, we're probably only going to produce like 1,000 Blu-rays. So this might be a good time to definitely get your Blu-rays, get your Blu-rays, because I don't know. We don't know what's going to happen later on. As far as I'm sure it'll come out and be on Blu-ray at some point. But anyway, yeah. The Kickstarter is the way to go. Well, I hope so, Andy. It's been a long road in a short time, actually. We've only been working on this for a little over a year. We've got some really good interviews and some effects, some really good digital stuff. But I think it would be very good idea and very cool for the fans and everybody to see, and of course we're going to do a behind the scenes that'll be added to it also. Phone's whistling at me. So anyway, yeah, I just kind of want to get everybody lined up and get you ready for next Sunday. We couldn't all get together enough. Jeffrey's busy with the film and all that stuff, so we're going to meet midweek, have a few meetings this week, and see if we can get everything figured out so we can just lay it out to you guys on Sunday and then start whatever crowdfunding thing we decided to go with. So yeah, Wonderfest is going to be the place to be this year, because we've already got the whole area that we were in with Nick the last 2 years. That whole end area. We've rented like 10 tables, I believe, and so the Space 1999 experience will be all in that section. So we've got a lot of ideas and things we want to do, and I'm telling you, it is going to be fantastic if everything works out the way we want it to. Who knows who you'll see there? I know Nick's definitely going to be there. We're probably going to try and get Barbara Bain. You know, with the passing of Rosie, she was our main source for Barbara Bain. So I got to reach out to some of the other girls in that little group and see if somebody's going to take over that position. That'd be awesome, Jan. If you could make it, that would be awesome. You'll like it. I mean, besides what we do, there's a whole room full of sci-fi models and monsters and all that stuff. We've got the model building contest. It's freaking huge. It's nice. It's a nice weekend. Not too big, not too large where you got to walk, 1,500 miles in one day. Yeah, it's going to be nice. I'm waiting on the Wonderfest people to get back with me as far as planning. And I think they're still winding everything down from last year, and then they'll start on next year's. But as soon as I get with them and we get a plan and they know what we want and we know what they can give us, we'll put some information out for that. So let's see. Yeah. Let's see what Ray had to say here. How about an eagle taking off to intercept the hawks? Then the hawk spins around and hits the eagle, which spins around and crashes in the moon. Hey, those are good ideas. Not sure. Maybe we can do a scene from. Man, my brain is. I tell you what. Maybe we can do some kind of scene like that. That'd be awesome. War games would be what I was trying to think of. War games would be a neat little thing. So there's all kinds of possibilities. It just depends on what we can do and how much it's going to cost to do it. So let's everybody put the word out and let's see what we can get going. I'm thinking $9,000-$10,000 we can do a pretty cool little deal. But I won't know that until I meet this week with Jeff and John and all those guys to see, because they're the ones that really know what the costs are. Yeah. Andy, I enjoyed London as my first con. Wonderfest will be a blast. Yep. I hear Wonderfest. I hear that London went over very well, which I'm glad, because honestly, if it didn't go over very well, it would be a bad thing for everybody. So if you attended, I'm pretty sure you enjoyed yourself. And apparently there's going to be another one next year in Los Angeles. So that would be easier for me to attend. And if there is one, I'll definitely be there. Let's see, what else? I do want to let everybody know we've still got some of these posters for sale. These are the 24 by 36. These are the big ones. We only did like 10 of them. People were asking if we could get the bigger ones, and we went ahead and tested it to see what the what they looked like, and these look really nice. It's even got our little logo up here, and Roberto was kind enough to let us print our own and sell them, and obviously we're giving Roberto some of the money. We came to a good deal for all of us, all of you. So I can't remember exactly what the price for this is, but it's not expensive. And it is the only thing different is we added our Space 1999 Props and Ships logo. That's how you know if it's a newer version, is that logo right there, Space 1999 Props and Ships. The older ones are exactly as they were when Roberto did them. Let's see. Andy says, let me get rid of this. It would be nice to see an Eagle crash on the moon and the command module detaching and rolling on the surface. I'm sure that happened in an episode. I don't think we've ever seen the. We did see one instance where they did lift the command module, I believe. But yeah, a crash would be fun, definitely, and especially doing it the way Brian did them. That's the whole intent of this whole thing, to do it old school. Let's see what else. Just let me know as far as those posters. Drop me a line, or Gordon, or just post in the Props and Ships that you want one, and we'll see it. One of us will. Space Brain, yes, thanks, Andrew. Thank you very much. Some people are really good at remembering the names of the episodes that this stuff happened in. I'm just not one of those. I just cannot remember what happened, the actual what happened in each episode. I just enjoy them so much. I just watch them over and over again. Missing link. Command module was lifted in the missing link, and I do believe 1 or 2 episodes have the CM rolling. Well, sounds like something we should do then. Robert, and yeah, well, I need to do my homework, but yeah, I'm going with what you guys know, because like I said, I can't remember the name of what happened in each episode, except for my favorite ones, obviously. Tony's Workbench. Yes, better late than never. We were talking about Practical VFX. We'd like to do that for the Eagle Obsession. It'll be like a mini part at the end of the documentary, or they may fit it in the documentary. We don't know. I don't know how it's going to be set up exactly, but any Blu-rays that come out will have that on it also. So it's going to be a feature, a look back, and then there'll be a behind the scenes part also. So while we're just going to run a camera while we're setting all this stuff up and I'm gonna fly out to Minneapolis so I can be part of it. I'm sure Gordon will be there, and whoever else can. John and Jeffrey already live there, and fly in. Like Bill George, Mr. Brian Johnson can't fly due to his health, so we'll be doing a lot of video chatting. So if we can get him involved, that'd be awesome. Anybody got any questions or ideas? This is the time to do it because I'll bring it up in the meetings, and Jeffrey will he said he'll be watching this later on in today or tomorrow, so he'll see your questions. Hello, Gil. I agree 100%. Gil said the demonstration of what could possibly happen always gave the realism to the series and gave credibility to the actions. Absolutely. And that's what made Space 1999 what it is. They didn't, there wasn't much of the, the stuff we got today. The effects are, you can tell when it's, not practical. So, I think a little bit of a mixture of both is a good thing these days, but definitely we need real models and real explosions. Andy says you should include some Easter eggs in the Blu-ray. That's a good idea. I'll bring that up. Nice. Hey, Keith. How you doing, buddy? Keith Mayfield has joined us. Again, for everybody that's just joining, we're talking about practical effects for the Eagle Obsession documentary. Excuse me. Ray, when is the Practical VFX due to shoot? Well, if we agree and we get enough participation, it would probably happen in December. We would set up the crowdfunding for it and run it through late October into November, and as soon as we've got what we need to get started, I'm sure that would be a very quick turnaround. Jan says, of course, an awesome liftoff and landing scene would be nice, maybe with some short close-up clips in between. Yep. We want to do this right and have some fun at it and kind of pay tribute to Space 1999 and the crews that did the practical effects. Anderson Entertainment, we've been in contact with them, and they're all good with this stuff. I think Jeffrey is he interviewed Jamie Anderson, and I believe he's going to be in the film. So yeah, I think Anderson Entertainment would like it, and maybe they would distribute some of the Blu-rays. I don't know. I'm not sure how that all works. I don't know if but round two's been very helpful and everything. There's possibilities for the crowdfunding that we could get some kits from round two with the special Command Eagle decals and some other stuff. I think it'd be pretty cool. Let's see what else. Yeah. Obviously, ITV, we've discussed things with them, and we have access to a lot of the actual scenes in the original show. So, yes. Let's see, Andy. Andy loved the War Games episode showing the Eagles that were slower and less effective in battle conditions compared to the Hawks. Yeah, that was pretty cool. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That War Games type, chasing it down and blowing up an eagle or vice versa would be pretty cool. And there's my buddy John. As Todd said, we want to honor the original practical effects. The more we can do with the crowdfunding, the more we can produce. Absolutely. Absolutely. Yep. And Leslie Ryder, is the Eagle Obsession Blu-ray going to be available in Ultra 4K only? I'm not sure. That's probably a John question. That would be. I mean, Ultra 4K would be cool, but some people's televisions aren't quite ready for that. I don't believe. It'll probably still look good on their sets, but I'm not sure how all that works. I'll have to. That'll be a question for Jeffrey next week. So, Leslie, you need to be here next week. Same bat time, same bat channel. Because I'll have him and maybe even John will be available for that. Yeah, way to put Todd on the spot. Oh, no, way to put you. Oh, I put you on the spot. Hey, that's what you're for, man. Let's see. Blu-ray sets could have both 4K disc and Blu-ray disc, but 4K might be more expensive. True. Yeah, there's always going to be a cost involved, and the Ultra 4K I think is probably a little more expensive than regular Blu-ray. But again, I can't answer that. That's going to be something that's coming from upper management. I'm just here to get you guys fired up about it and get the news out, and so we can get this thing going and actually do it. Because who wouldn't want to be involved in a practical effects filming? Get to blow stuff up, make things. I'm going. I'm in. Blu-ray, yeah, Paul. Blu-ray, keep it simple. In that all, as far as the Blu-rays and everything for the movie, I'm sure if there's a lot of if it goes over well and people like it and it's very popular, they'll do everything they can. They'll sell us a Blu-ray, then all of a sudden the next one will come out. It'll be a Ultra 4K, and then and on, just like they do with all the other movies. Yes, and I was just going to bring that up. I was going to say, yeah, we want to do this episode. That's definitely a very good way to do this. And yeah, you're reading my mind, Andy. That was one of the questions I was going to bring up with John and Jeffrey this coming week in our meetings. See, people do think alike. Peter says, I like it. Heck yeah. So let me ask you guys, where are you watching this from? Are you in one of the groups or pages that I am broadcasting in, or are you watching it directly from my YouTube channel? Please, I'd like to know this because it's Facebook messed all that up where I could do it in props and ships, just groups. You have to do it in pages only. Okay, Jan's on YouTube. Okay, because I think it's easier for everybody to use YouTube, but and if you do it on YouTube, I can see all your questions. Sometimes when you're watching it on like Todd's Corner, the page on Facebook, or Nick Tate, wherever it's at, it's sometimes. Okay, so most of you guys are on the YouTube page. That's nice. Paul Adams, are you watching it on YouTube or Facebook? I put in the comment section at the beginning of the show the direct link to my YouTube page, which you can go back and watch all kinds of the older videos and all that stuff that we've done over the years. There's some pretty good interviews with a lot of people in there. So YouTube sounds like where all of you guys are at, and that's why I can see most of your questions. Okay, Paul's on Facebook. So I'm trying to get the best way to get the news out. So I'm probably going to be putting in, the next video or the next show for next week. I'm going to try and steer everybody to the YouTube channel, because that way I don't have to look at my phone for questions and all that stuff. But yeah, I need to get people, and honestly, guys, if you guys have not subscribed and liked my YouTube channel, please do, because I'm at like 827 subscribers right now. If I get to 1,000 or 2,000 or whatever, there are more things I can do with that, and the more it gets out into the YouTube space. Let's see. Gil says, one of the highlights of the effects are the angles placed to give dimensions of size and proximity with exceptional realism. Yeah, I agree with that. And having viewers' point of view is being able to capture our curiosity as if we were present in that place. Yep. That's exactly the way it works. And I think they've lost some of that in the way they do the effects today. And you can watch a movie and is this, digital or is this practical? And the ones that I will watch the most and I enjoy the most are the ones that use both practical and digital. That's the way I feel. I don't know about anybody else out there, but $7:30. Oh, from Facebook, yeah. 7:30. Oh, you're tired. Yeah, I start getting tired about 7:30, 8 o'clock. And I'm usually in bed by 10. Sometimes 9. Just depends on what I got going on. So I'm going to set up another show for next Sunday, same time. and we'll have Jeffrey and whoever else I can scoop up for questions and answers, and maybe we can get this thing set up. You know, I need to do a little bit better posting in the groups to get people to understand what we're doing, and you guys can help me with that. You can always grab the link off my YouTube channel and share it however you want to do. That'd be awesome. Tony says, I think the best workflow is practical models and digital compositing. Sometimes I tell you what, the brain's slacking what the mouth wants to say. Let's see. And Peter says practical effects first, enhanced with a little CGI. That's the one the word I was looking for. CGI. Right on. Filming an eagle from angles that are not from unusual angles. Oh, that's an idea. Jans, what are you going to give a try with your phone? Hey, Paul, you're welcome. Thanks for joining us. I really appreciate you guys, everybody that's joined in this show and all my shows. Oh yes, I got you. Yeah, you should be able to, as long as you've got a decent Wi-Fi connection. It should be okay. I can send you an invite. That'd be awesome. Get you on later on down the road after we get this all figured out. I'll probably just do a show with a couple visitors like you and some other guys that have been working on this stuff. I mean, you got a 24-foot eagle. Who wouldn't be happy with that? Thanks, Andy. Yeah, the Eagle Obsession is going to be really cool. The 50th anniversary screening at Wonderfest is going to be outstanding. I don't think if we're not careful, we will overwhelm Wonderfest, depending on how many people can make it this year. Now, it's a pretty cheap trip, but you got to get rooms and everything pretty early on. So if you do know you're going to come to Wonderfest, for sure, be a good idea to get your room set up. Now, they've got a block set out just for that, for Wonderfest, but it always sells out. They still have rooms. It's just a little more expensive, but there's also other hotels around it. There's 3 right there where the Crown is at. So I wouldn't worry too much about it. So anyway, let's see what else we got. Hey, Nick McCarty. You just joining? You're going to have to watch the beginning of it if you are, because we've talked a lot about some practical effects and all that stuff, how we want to do it, and some crowdfunding. So it seems like everybody here is on board. We need to spread the word. What about getting Blu-ray covers autographed? I don't think anybody's can complain about autographing a Blu-ray. Jeffrey would probably do it. We'd probably have to. That's a good question. I'll bring that up. I don't see why you can't. It just depends on who you want to autograph it. Oh, Jan. Yeah, bring your Eagle and you can sleep in that. That's fine. Or we can take turns. That'd be fun. I know you can sit on top of it. I've seen you do it. Hello, Diane. We can use some stock footage, definitely. Most definitely. Of course, I'm not the practical effects guru. It sounds like some of you guys have uh, definitely done some things like this. Angles and perspectives give the scenes life and realism. That's the point. Absolutely, Gil. That's why we liked the movie or the show so much, because it looked like it was really happening right in front of you. Like maybe you're looking out Moonbase Alpha's windows that do not open. I don't even get that started. Andy says he'll pay $40 for my signature. Oh my goodness, people. Original sound effects. I don't see why we can't. You mean like lasers and all that stuff? Yeah. Red alerts. Sure. That can all be done easily. Let's see. It's okay, Nick. No problem. Just, yeah, make sure you watch the beginning part of the show after we finish up here, because, we've talked about a lot of stuff. But again, we'll be here next Sunday. This will be 3 Sundays in a row that we're doing this, which is fine with me. I love hanging out with you guys. So yeah, let's all like and share and all that stuff, and I'll put some stuff out there that you can share with in all the groups you're in, because I'm sure even other people that don't know or watch Space 1999 very much, I'm sure that they would love to see some of this stuff. It's going to be a pretty cool thing to add to the to the movie, behind the scenes, all that stuff. We're going to get it done. We probably have some behind the scenes from the actual documentary too. So wouldn't that be cool? Diane, we do too. We love space films. Well, science fiction. I can watch space, I keep up with NASA and all that stuff, but you can only do so much with that. Yes, teamwork, Andy. Paul, yeah, I'm glad you joined us today. That's cool. Like I said, YouTube channel has all the past shows we've done, and some short videos, and I've been doing this for a couple years, and I just I enjoy it, and we try to give you as much information, as what's going on out there in Space 1999 world. I mean, we've got it's just amazing for the last, ever since really 2015 when we started this group, how much products, have come out with round 2 and 1612 and the Anderson Entertainment, everything. It's crazy. Every time I look, there's books and novels and model kits, and it's crazy. I'm digging it. I've been digging it for a while. Of course, you see my collection, I have been digging it. Yeah, I'm really glad that some of you guys have joined today. Like I said, if this is your first time, go to my YouTube page and like and subscribe to it so we can keep you updated, and we can do some more stuff with my YouTube page further down the road. The crash scene in the second series episode, Space Warp. This was incredibly done live VFX. Could they do as good a job today as that? I'm sure. Yeah. Bill George is in the same industry. He's done a lot of this stuff, so I'm sure he'll be a good pick for that. And then, like I said, I would like to make sure that Brian is, instructing and having his supervision along with it too. Anything that I do, that we do, we would always want to include Brian if he's up to it. He's, recently had some health problems, but he went to London 1999, and he looked like he was handling his own. So I'd like to fly to the UK and meet him face to face. We've become pretty good pen pals, I guess, or whatever you want to call it, with texting and all that stuff. And I run his Facebook page, and which is a lot of fun. But yeah, that'd be interesting. I think we're gonna have fun doing this. So let's see. Next Sunday, 2:00, I'm gonna have Jeffrey and maybe Jan, and maybe I can get John on there because he's a really big part of this too. And we'll see what we can get ironed out and get going, because this is excuse me, this is sounding like a lot of fun and a really cool project. So, and you guys are the ones that brought it up. And I know specifically JC had done that. He had asked the question, and I passed it along. And at first it was like, no, we can't afford that and all that stuff. But then Jeffrey is like, well, maybe if people would be interested in crowdfunding. Yes, absolutely, Andy. I plan on, I said this year, but I had to push it back a little bit. My father passed away, and other personal things have gotten in the way, but I'm really shooting hard for next year to be visiting the UK. I got a lot of friends that I'd like to meet face to face for the first time. So definitely. So I'm gonna say we've chatted enough about it today, and everybody's got their ideas, and I'll go back over the show with Jeffrey and John, and we'll see what we can come up with and make this happen. That's what I'm. It's all about the fans. This Eagle Obsession documentary. That's what it's all about. That's why we didn't want to include Hollywood, because they don't care about the fans. They care about the money. What is this going to, what kind of money is this going to make us? So I appreciate everybody today. Like I said, I've got the YouTube link up there in the very top of the comments. Click on it, like, subscribe, go see some of the other shows we've had. We've had Nick several times on the show. We've done a lot over the last few years, and I really want to get this thing going even more for the coming year, 2025. I want to be celebrating Space 1999's 50th anniversary, and I'd like to see whoever you guys can make it to Wonderfest this year. Probably put out a little. I think I'll put something out in Props and Ships group about let's maybe who's going to attend Wonderfest this year, so I can get an idea of people that are going to try to attend. So that'd be pretty cool. But as always, you guys are awesome, and I can't do this without you, because I'd just be talking to the air. We'll see you next Sunday, same channel, same bat time. That's my favorite thing. I loved Batman when I was younger. We'll have a live show at Wonderfest. You can definitely guarantee that we'll have a live show. So if you came in late, go back and watch the rest of the beginning of the show, and I will see you guys next Sunday. Have a great rest of your day or evening. Talk to you guys next week. See ya.